The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Here's the pressure. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the defense knew this was going to be the guy the offense was trying to get the football to, so it looks like they've got a plan for him. Nice job.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Makes the grab. It's Overton. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Red Raiders come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On a little time, lets it go. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He'll pull it down. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
The offense changing the play. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's St. Clair. Makes the catch, it's Moore. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Looking for space, it's Henderson. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Stone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give to the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Jones. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on a hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Caught behind the line. It's Moore.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Brings up second down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They'll send the back in motion. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. It's complete on the right side. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback got it himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. On the ground, it's Henderson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Ryan's just big tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Under fire. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those...
Turning it on. Got the first down and more. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone.
Tigers will take over. 1st and 10.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's St. Clair. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. Auburn lines up quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. First down for this offense. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Looking to buy time. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They just keep firing. Here comes the heat. There he goes. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Well, we know the defensive coordinator's been harping on his guys about this. Earlier in the game, this quarterback was killing him with his scrambling ability and his ability to take off. That time, though, nice adjustment by the defense. It was almost as if they were expecting him to scramble that time. Really, really nice job defensively.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Southern Miss. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for room. It's Bray. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Bray. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got a little space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right. Brings it in down the left side. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Turner. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Buying some time as he moves left. The throw. Got a man. It's Moore. And he'll be brought down.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Motion from the back. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Under fire. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Finds his tight end. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's a fumble! And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
He is counting his lucky stars there. So lucky that ball went out of bounds, and they're going to maintain possession because they've got to stay in field goal range at this juncture of the game in the second half. Every play matters, and moving forward, you know this guy's going to have two hands on the ball.
Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Now facing a third and long.
42 Spider.
To the air, it's St. Clair. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Schwartz. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. On the move, it's Bray. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Overton. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And the Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Off play action. Fires to the middle. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Might be calling a hot route. To the air. It's St. Clair. Looking to scramble. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Got him downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Schwartz. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Man, this is really good complimentary football so far. Like, you're down in the fourth quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on first down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the right. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
On the run, it's Overton. He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Wants to throw on third. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Auburn offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Auburn lines up quickly.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You've got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Looking downfield. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the officials see something to bring it back? They think there's room to run to the right here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. He might want another play. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Shoots it to the left. Found the spot in the defense. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the red zone, looking for a man. He wants it all. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Troy is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 17 to Arkansas State. Obviously big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business. There he goes. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And the Red Raiders, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Red Raiders inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. running back searching for a hole. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The give from the gun. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The field goal is no good. Still leading by 2 after the miss.
And look, I know there's not a lot of time left, David, but that's a big miss. Obviously, if he hits it and forces the other team to need to score a touchdown to win, now he's left the door just a bit open here. We've seen crazy things happen in college football.
Yeah, and crazy things need to happen because you still got to make a few plays to get down the field with very little time on the clock. But now there is hope. You've got a chance. And the other kicker on the other sideline better be getting warmed up.
Fires downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's St. Clair. Here's a throw downfield late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Reels it in down the left side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Gotta find a completion on this one. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, and the last chance comes up empty, and the ball game is over. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.